So a lot of people have asked for me to make a YouTube video on rust settings and my AK spray. So I'll do two of these in one, so it's over with. But anyway, enough chat. Here's my controls. I have vibration on 20. I have to where it distracts me. My push to talk, that's toggle. I have disabled quick chat on. I really recommend you have that on, because if you're in a fight and you accidentally click your toggle stick and your chat wheel pops up, you're not having a good time. You're gonna die. So I really recommend having that on. Auto sprint, if you want to have that off, have it off. It's up to you. Aim assist, I hope they keep that off and never add that, to be honest. Digital boost I have as my camera control. These three settings, I really recommend you guys don't copy these settings. Go for something that you're comfortable with. If you are comfortable with a higher sensitivity, that's you. If you're good with a lower sensitivity, that's you. It shouldn't be what other people use and then you copy it. So I really recommend you don't copy these. Vertical sensitivity, I really recommend you have that low, because for example, you're not going to be doing this and shooting your aim up to the sky. You don't need a high sense to be flicking up to there. You look up there and aim, and it's not like going left to right where you need a high sense. 90% of the time you're going to be aiming up, it's going to be by like 2 inches, 2 or 3 inches aiming up to get to someone's head. That's really all you're going to be doing. Camera inertia, I have that off because, I don't know, it just says in the description that it decreases accuracy, overall accuracy, by having it on, so I have that off. Boost multiplier, 100%, I have that to the minimal, because if you play a game for a month, 2 months, 3 months at a time, your camera sense is going to become muscle memory for you. You're going to be comfortable knowing how much you need to move left and right to hit someone. Your muscle memory gets used to it. So if you have boost multiplier on and your sensitivity is changing depending on how much you pull the toggle stick down, it's just going to mess up your muscle memory, and it's not going to help you in the long run, to be honest. Dead zone, that doesn't matter. Change it to your stick drift, I guess, because everybody gets stick drift. HUD, I don't even think I changed any of these, to be honest. Audio, I have my in-game music off because that's just a distraction. I have ambient SFX volume off as well. Enhanced instincts, I recommend having that on so you can hear footsteps more. Graphics, please put 90 field of view on, please. I really see a lot of people on YouTube, console rust anyway, and they're using 60 field of view. It's not good, it's horrible, it looks bad, and it also makes you play bad. Put your field of view on 90. It's good. Motion blur, have that off, and brightness, I have it on max, because you need max brightness on this game at night. It's absolutely horrible. So don't be expecting me to be shooting the AK that far, because I haven't got in many gunfights where I've been shooting the AK long range to practice it, because long range you have to pull down on the stick way more to make the S pattern, and it's harder, way harder. And I'm not used to that yet. Here's a spray if I don't shoot the AK. Well, if I don't control the AK, sorry. So you can see how bad that is. It's massive, nearly goes up to the second floor of the base. And here, if I control the recoil. So you can see it's not perfect, but it's progress. It's not going up to the top of the wall. And a lot of people you see when they're, if you go watch some videos where people are using AK, majority of the time they're not trying to pull down and make the S pattern, they'll just be pulling down on the stick. So when they pull down, the gun necessarily won't go straight up, but you'll still see it going left and right and left and right. So for example, like this. That's what most people's AK spray is like right now. You'll notice that. You'll see that their AK won't go up because they know to pull it down, but they just don't know how to control it left and right. But if that is someone's head, his head's off, like, I'm pretty confident. All about practice, It's the first couple bullets that's the hardest, I think, personally, on the AK for console, because it's the first couple of bullets you have to move it a few times, like down, left, down. And doing that on a toggle stick is hard. It's not like on a mouse where I can just easily move my hand down and left. On the toggle stick it's impossible, so I kind of have to just go a left diagonal when I shoot down for the first couple of bullets. And that then means that the gun jolts a bit. You'll notice it, look. You see, like, it's not perfect. Whereas when I get to the S pattern, I can control it way easier. Like right here. You'll see, like, halfway through the spray my bullets all connect. But the first couple bullets, it doesn't, you know, it's kind of like left, right, see, but I can see D11 possibly changing it. I'll do a mag long range right here. So I mean, it's not perfect, obviously, but most of the bullets stay in the same kind of pattern. Whereas if I shoot back at this same spot from here, look when I don't control it. That's what it should be. If you go to your phone and you look up the AK recoil pattern, you'll see nice screenshots of it. You practice that for a while. I know it sounds really sweaty because essentially it is, to be honest, going on your phone and looking at a recoil pattern and staring at it, but if you want to be good, that's what you need to do, I guess. You need to practice it. You need to learn when to stop going left, when to stop going right, left, right, left, right. The recoil goes down left by 5 bullets, down right by 10 bullets, down left by 11 bullets, and then down right by 4 bullets. So 5, 10, 11, 4. That's going to help you tenfold. Tenfold that is going to help. Rather than you just shooting at the wall and then trying to correct it as the spray is going on. Like your AK will go to the right and you'll be like, okay, I'll move it left real quick. And then by the time you've moved it left, it's going right again. So I hope that helps. That's the most I can do. Hopefully the settings help, and as much as I could explain about the AK helps as well. I can do more guns, like the MP5, the LR, but I feel like these are... The MP5 is definitely really hard, but I feel like the other guns are pretty easy to understand, the Thompson and the others. There's no really point making a video on these. But yeah, used a lot of 5.56 in this video, but hopefully it helps.